Okay, so I've got printed out the new piece that I need to print. Where are the old pieces? These are the old pieces. I'm gonna use a couple of these. Wait, hang on. Is this the new one? Yeah, this is the old one. So this is the new cup piece with the back cut out. I need to go get my clippers real quick, my wire cutters. Hang on. Okay, I've got my wire cutters. I'm gonna test out how well the back piece works with this piece right here. And I'm gonna test out how well the this plate works inside of this, right? This red here is because when I was pulling the support off from here, I accidentally broke it, because this is clear filament, and clear filament is awful. It just sucks. It's also really hard to get a good first layer with clear filament because you literally cannot see it. So, yeah. So, here is the little clip piece. It is slightly different from the clip on this one. The only difference is that this tab has a slightly, where's the, okay. The tab there has a slightly different radius. So I guess I'm technically testing that too, but let me see. That fits nicely inside of there. And then this will fit nicely. Hang on, let me line this up, and then if I line it up with this, it'll be easier to line this up. Then it'll fit nicely into here. I've got the phone in a different orientation because for some reason in the other orientation it decided not to focus on anything. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and not have this piece in it while I'm putting this in then. There we go. So now I'm gonna see if this piece works well with what I've got. Right, it snaps in place and then it moves and it wants to stay correct. It's very difficult right now to slide it because, hang on, it's very difficult right now. Sorry, I gotta adjust the, okay, to slide it because this filament, I believe, is very wet, and I don't have much in terms of, okay, so I kind of like the clip. I don't think it made too much difference. It made a little bit of difference to change the, to change that radius, because on this one, the bend and the curve was very, very drastic, and this is not nearly as drastic. So that's good. It snapped into place. It is? Yeah, it snapped into place. It doesn't want to move. It's really hard to tell when it's snapped into place because of this darn Z-banding. Now I can see how well it works as an actual cup to hold flour or sugar. But flour, I believe, is made out of finer particles, so here it is holding flour and deciding not to drop the flour, so that's good. There's a little bit visible through here, which is expected, but not much. And then if I, it's about as much. I might try this with sugar also, but I'll have to rinse this off. I'm happy to know that I can take this out, and I'm happy to know that I can take out the back, because now I can actually clean this surface here, right? And I can clean this back surface here, and this was all gone before. So now I'm going to test out, and I don't think it's going to work very well, but I'm going to test out what happens when I don't have the this here bar. The idea of not having the bar is that this piece here will still be able to hold the divider upright, right, and keep it from bending. So now I'm going to cut away the bar. I'm going to close the flower. Where's the lid? There's the lid. I'm going to close the flower so that I don't accidentally get a stick of plastic in the flower. I'm going to open this. I'm going to bring this up very close to my field of vision. I'm going to cut away this bar here. It's gone, and one thing I've noticed right now is now it doesn't like staying like that. So that might actually make it easier for this to slide back and forth. Okay, good news is this still snaps. It is easier to slide back and forth, and it also does tend to stay in the correct orientation, which is good. This is it does have a bit of more of a tendency to rotate, but only at the end, I think. Let me push it back. Yeah, it doesn't want to rotate when it's over here. So that's actually really good. So I don't think I need the bar, and it's not gonna, hang on, can I focus right there? It's, yes, so it's not, I'm gonna pull this apart, and I might sand this down, but for now I've got the clippers. I don't have sandpaper on me. I do have sandpaper, it's just not on me. Let me try and get rid of it with my fingernail. This is the side that I had to fix. I used a printing pen to there's a bunch of flour in all those crevices. I used a printing pen to stick that back together because it wanted to break. Is it still wanting to break? No, okay. Let me try these ones. They're a little stronger because I get more torque from, they're shorter this way and longer this way. Are they longer? No, they're just, actually the difference is that they're thicker, so I guess there's just more mass backing up my my force. Okay, this is wanting to come apart on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop on that side. This side is actually pretty flush. This side I'm gonna have to sand so that I can be more gentle on it, and I might have to put it back together because look, it's bending. But I'm pretty sure that actually without the bar is what I'm going to prefer, which is interesting because I thought I was going to prefer with the bar. While I was trying to clean this up, I had to clean this up a lot. It took me like an hour almost because stupid clear plastic doesn't really have much going for it, at least in my opinion. It seems to me like the plastic tends to get certain material properties from its pigments, which make it easier to print or is stronger and stuff. And then because this is clear, it has no pigments, and so it just has absolutely no additional material benefits other than what is inherent to PLA, which isn't really much. My favorite colors are blue and gray because they're easy to print and they tend to be stronger. I don't know why, but I don't know. I've just noticed that blue stuff tends to work better and be stronger, and so does gray stuff. So I don't like clear plastic. It also doesn't look good. Like, look at this. It's frosted, and then you can kind of sort of see my finger behind it, but not really. It's kind of, it gets all milky because of all the different layer lines, meaning there's a bunch of different barriers that the light has to pass through, which means it has to, like, it gets, you know, diffused a heck of a lot. Great for a lampshade probably, but like other than that, nah. I'm trying to get rid of my clear. It's like I have just one roll of it and it's old because I don't like using it, but yeah. I think I'm gonna get more gray though. Gray is my favorite one to print with. It prints easy and it is fairly strong. It lasts a long time. Most of my other colors, after about a year, they start to crack. But gray lasts several years. Like, I haven't seen a single gray 3D print like crack on me yet. So yeah. Anyways, surprisingly, where is it? Okay, surprisingly, not having that bar in the back is apparently the way to go, which is weird. I'm gonna do one more thing. I might still need it to keep. No, because where's the there it is. Let's see, this clip together with, it's also easier to put the clip on. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the divider back in it through the clip, right? And it wants to stay on, and then yeah, so this is actually really good for the clip as well. So now I'm gonna see something. I'm gonna take the, where is it? There it is. I'm gonna take the clip off of this one, because this is the one that has the slightly bigger radius on the tab. So put this clip on. It's in. Go to this side. It decided to come out. This one. Okay, this is gonna stay in because that's tight. Okay, this one. Okay, now I'm gonna use the earlier divider test just to see how well it works without this piece keeping it steady. Put this in. Has to go in. Put this clip on. This clip is still tighter, so that's okay. It still doesn't want to move very much when it's over here, but it doesn't want to move more when it's over here. It wants to move more, so what I think I'll do is, to make sure that I'll keep this, right? But to make sure that it doesn't want to turn too much, right? Is I'll actually bring out this piece a little bit to give this something to contact and not want and to contact on, because when it's way over here there's no room for it to move, but when it's over here there's less stuff blocking it, so it needs something to block it. So give it a little bit more to block it, like an extra inch or 10 millimeters or something. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna make this this a little bit bigger. It doesn't have to go all the way. That would be, I feel like, wasteful. It only has to go enough to keep it from moving, or from moving in the places that I don't want it to move. So it only has to restrict the motion, but it would be better at restricting motion if it had a bigger contact surface. And it doesn't have to be, you know, just straight up surface area. It just has to have points, like wide points, you know. So yeah. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get rid of the bar in the back. I'm gonna keep the looser clip. Am I gonna keep the looser clip? Let me see. Which one's the loose one? Which one's the tight one? This one's the tight one. Okay. I might keep the tight clip actually, because I might be able to do a better job at holding it in place for a measurement, to measure, because it is noticeably tighter, but it's way looser now that it's, yeah, I think I'm going to keep the tight one actually. So I'll change the clip back to the more tight version, and then I'll take the bar out in the model, and then I'll make this longer. And then I think I forgot to do something. Yeah, I forgot to round off those corners. So no, you don't want to play with it? Okay. So yeah, but yeah, so it's gonna be easier to clean now that I have a way of getting into it, and I will also be able to take it apart more easily too, which is pretty nice actually, because it'll stay together when I need it to stay together, but I can take it apart if I have to, and I like being able to take things apart, because now that I can take it apart, I can clean it even more easily. So do you like the click, Suna? Do you like how it makes the clicky sound, or do you not like it? I don't understand how cats work. Are you just wondering what I'm doing? You're just a curious little kitty. What you looking at? Okay, so yeah, gonna keep it without the bar in the middle. Gonna extend this. Gonna keep the tight clip, and gonna round it off to reduce stresses. And I think that'll be everything I need to have a fully functioning cup holder, not cup holder, measuring cup. So yeah, I might think about I might think about adding more lines if I can, so that I could have like a 3/4 of a cup mark, but like Also, a 3/4 of a cup can just be, you know, move it to a 1/4 cup and then do it 3 times, which I tend to do mostly. So because if it's over here, it wants to bend this way, but then that'll keep it from bending this way. I might actually that would be an interesting concept. If I put a beam above this, right? Because it would have to come out pretty far though. Yeah, anyways, I'll make those changes then, and then I'll probably just print out a whole square cup measure. So I'll also have to add in the lettering and the measurements. I'm gonna put a little square around here with a hole in it, and I'm gonna have it extend out so that right now it would be at the 0 position, so inside that you would see 0, and then here, right there, I would write 1/4 cup, right? And so basically the number inside that hole is what you're measuring. So yeah, I will go ahead and make those changes and print out the next thing.